Ken, the Southern Nevada Health District is facing some pretty tough questions about its oversight of water park safety.
Well, it's the job of the health district to license and inspect public pools and water parks, but some major gaps have surfaced in how it handled Cowabunga Bay before and after a local boy had a non-fatal drowning. George Knapp sat down with health officials. He's here now with more on the story.
Well, of course, the health district does a huge job. It oversees thousands of local businesses and always with limited resources. But its handling of the Cowabunga Bay Water Park, and in particular, an incident in May of last year in which a boy suffered severe brain damage while underwater in a wave pool, is proving difficult for the district to explain.
Before he went into the wave pool at Cowabunga Bay, 6-year-old Leland Gardner was a happy, active boy. By the time a lifeguard pulled him from the bottom of the pool, Leland had suffered catastrophic brain damage. This is Leland today. Although the water park praised its lifeguard for rescuing Leland in seconds, the boy's family is suing because it argues this kind of damage takes much longer to cause.
He has minimal motor skills. He cannot talk. He cannot eat. He's fed through what's called a GI tube.
A central issue in the family's lawsuit is whether Cowabunga Bay had enough lifeguards on duty at the wave pool. In order to obtain a license to open in 2014, the park proposed using 6 lifeguards at the wave pool. The district said no, the wave pool's too big and holds too many people. It insisted on a minimum of 17 lifeguards.
There were no exceptions. Unfortunately, what Cowabunga Bay did is upon opening, it immediately went back to operating with the 5 to 7 lifeguards it initially wanted.
And nothing but the treats to help you out?
I do.
In a sworn deposition, the water park's general manager admits that the wave pool never had 17 lifeguards on duty.
But you did not operate with 17, correct?
That's correct.
And that's because you made the decision not to comply with the law, correct?
That's correct.
On the day Leland Gardner suffered brain damage, the wave pool fell way short of 17. Staffing records show only 3 lifeguards were working the wave pool that day. So what does the health district say about this lack of compliance?
So from 2014 until 2016, they operated with 17 lifeguards per the Nevada Administrative Code.
Well, actually, that's what you required. Do you happen to know that they ever had 17 lifeguards on duty?
Yes, they had 17 lifeguards on duty. As far as we know.
Chief Environmental Health Officer Jackie Rezatar couldn't possibly know if the water park was in compliance because until Leland Gardner's drowning, there had never been an inspection. Rezatar told us there was, but produced no such record. Although it received anonymous complaints about lifeguard staffing, the district paid its first visit to Cowabunga Bay 2 days after Leland was pulled from the wave pool.
We were notified via news. We heard on the news, so we went out on the 29th.
Inspectors found there weren't enough lifeguards assigned to work on the 29th. Almost 2 weeks later, on June 9th, they made a second visit and again found less than half the required lifeguards at the wave pool. A citation was issued and a fine, sort of.
So the only fine that they received was the verified complaint fee of $118. So we charged them $118.
Whatever investigation the health district may have conducted, one thing it never asked for was the number of lifeguards who were working on the day Leland Gardner was hurt. We provided them with a copy of employee staffing for that day. Do you know how many lifeguards they had on duty at the day of the drowning?
According to the staffing plan, you stated 3.
Oh, I'm just asking you.
No.
Does the health district know how many they had?
No. At this, in our conversation right now,
Yeah.
no.
So has anybody made an inquiry? You said that you have a rapid response team, you investigate these kinds of things. Has anybody asked for that information?
No.
The health district told us late today it did inspect the water park once before in 2014 before it opened, which wouldn't reveal much about how many lifeguards are on duty or why they never asked how many lifeguards were working on the day of the incident. The same officials who caught Cowabunga Bay twice in violation of the lifeguard law, state law, decided 2 months ago to give the water park a variance, and the district says it now agrees that having fewer lifeguards actually improves public safety. More on that in the days ahead.
Now they say that.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, George.
Wow.